One of the most influential artists in the world has a new warning about the dangers of censorship, including right here in the United States. Artist and activist Ai Weiwei's new book is called On Censorship. It details how authorities in China have interfered with his work. Scan the QR code to buy it today. He spoke with Anthony Mason, who also hosts a YouTube show, Alchemy with Anthony Mason. As you're about to see, Ai Weiwei's work is provocative, and to some, I want to warn you, it might even be offensive.
Perhaps no one's more qualified to write a book called On Censorship than the world-renowned artist Ai Weiwei, who's literally given the finger to Chinese authority in his work.
My react to censorship is very simple. It's just reveal the truth, reveal the details.
When police took him away in Sichuan in 2009, he took a selfie.
Surveillance in today are extremely sophisticated. It's like a warfare.
He photographed the surveillance cameras outside his house and the surveillance van outside his studio. In 2011, Weiwei was held for 81 days in secret detention. He later made dioramas showing his small cell and the two guards who stood over him 24 hours a day. In China, he writes, censorship operates around the clock. He calls it an indispensable tool of mental enslavement. In 2015, he found listening devices in the electrical sockets of his studio.
They're all alive, It's like you found a snake under the table,
Yeah.
But not just one.
Weiwei decided to put his own surveillance cameras all over his house.
I live stream it. Then millions of people watching how I sleep and how I pick in my nose. They grab a lot of images. Then police called me and said, we shut it down. I said, I did it for you.
Yeah.
Because they said, please shut it down. They cannot bear with it. So they want to secretly to do this to you. But if you do it publicly, somehow they cannot accept this psychology.
Weiwei left China in 2015 when his son Ai Lau was 6. Out of concern for his son, he did not return. Until this past December. With Ai Lau now 17 years old, he went back to visit his 93-year-old mother.
My mom worried if I go back, what would be the consequence. I told her that's fine. Any kind of consequence I can accept. If I make a decision, that decision is based on my judgment and my heart.
Did the Chinese government know you were coming?
They are quite surprised. They look at my passport and say, oh, you come back. I said, yes, I have this Chinese passport.
He was detained and interrogated in a back room at the airport.
Was your son detained with you?
My son detained in the other room.
Where were you thinking when you didn't know where he was?
Worry doesn't work in that kind of situation.
Released after almost 2 hours, Ai Weiwei and Ai Lau would spend 21 days in China.
How was your visit otherwise?
My visit is rather pleasant. Eating with my mother, cooking dumplings 7 times.
Nice.
And it was a happy moment. And my son held my mom's hands.
Do they know who you are in China?
Almost not. Censorship is very sophisticated.
Yeah.
They have an AI platform called DeepSeek.
Yeah.
I ask AI, who is Ai Weiwei?
Yeah.
Then it turns a few seconds. It says, let's talk about something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've basically been disappeared.
True. I'm a person exist and a non-exist.
So how did you feel when you left China?
I think China still is the same China.
In reality, Ai Weiwei writes, censorship exists everywhere, wherever authority is present. This is your old neighborhood.
Yes, I basically spent many years here.
Weiwei, who lived in New York for 12 years beginning in 1981, believes censorship in the West is getting worse.
I think West are no longer defending very basic humanity, rationality, human rights, freedom of speech. All those things are purposely being neglected, which is a bit surprising because I think this is the foundation of the so-called democratic society. But many people is not conscious about it.
Yeah. Why do you think they're not conscious of it?
If a fish lives in the fish tank, I think very often they think that's the ocean.
Yeah.
And they just don't know.
While Ai Weiwei still has a studio in China and another in Portugal, he is constantly moving. He was in New York to be honored at the Lotus Club.
You don't feel you live anywhere anymore.
I'm a person almost everywhere but lives in nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm a traveler.
You're a traveler.
I'm a moving target constantly.
Is it safer for you to be moving, do you think?
I never even think life should be safe, you know. It comes with surprise. It will go with surprise.
I can't tell you how much I've thought about that line since he said it,
Yes.
you know, about life not being safe. It comes with surprise. It goes with surprise. It's a really interesting philosophy and approach to life. I asked him if he intended to go back to China, and he said, as long as my mother is alive, I'm going to go back.
The notion of a goldfish or a fish living in a tank, believing that that's the ocean is very profound.
Yeah, well, he's very concerned about what he sees happening here. Obviously, he knows what's happened in China. He's been through it, you know.
Also, the line he said about worrying, it does no good to worry in these situations.
Yeah.
When you know that it's a dangerous, dicey thing, it does no good to worry.
Yeah.
He seems so calm and at peace with himself, Anthony.
But
Yes.
powerful at the same time.
Yeah, he is
Very much so.
I'm fascinated by his outlook on life.
Me
You know, it's
too.
just, it's riveting.
It's a riveting interview, Anthony, as always.
really
Thank
good.
you very much.
I want that book.
Censorship is on sale right now. Scan the QR code on
You
your
can
screen
get it,
to
Nate,
buy
right
it.
now.
And you
All
can
right,
watch more of
let's
Anthony's interview on YouTube. Subscribe to Alchemy with Anthony Mason to see new episodes releasing every other Wednesday.